Hello, in this video, I'd be making beef and spinach lasagna with roasted raspberry chipotle sauce. I'm wearing long pants and long sleeves because this is a science lab. Also because I am dealing with heat, I'm wearing science goggles to ensure safety. First, I'm boiling the water to cook the lasagna pieces. I have around 12 pieces of lasagna that will serve 5 to 7 people because 2 pieces should equal around 1 serving per person. And my other ingredients, I have ground beef that's 85% lean and 15% fat. The more lean it is, the less fat it has. And I chose that 85% lean because that means there's less fat intake, which really means you take in less fat. However, there are more choices out there that has less fat. You could have 90% lean and 10% fat, or 95% lean and 5% fat. However, I didn't have the money for that, so I didn't get that type of lean ground beef. And then I have spinach. It looks like a bowl full of spinach. It was actually 1 package, and really I only used half of it, which is around 300 grams. I used organic spinach to reduce the amount of pesticides they use and other nasty things, but I did wash and rinse it just in case to get rid of all the dirt. I also have a cup of diced onions to add flavor to the meal because I won't be using a lot of ingredients such as cheese. I am using Parmesan cheese, but not a lot. In the original recipe, they had Parmesan cheese, they have mozzarella cheese and ricotta cheese, and they used a lot. They used a pound of mozzarella cheese, a cup of ricotta cheese, and a cup of Parmesan cheese. But in this recipe, I'm only using around 3/4 a cup of Parmesan cheese. I did add some Parmesan cheese while I was boiling the lasagna pieces to add flavor to the lasagna. Also, I'm not using tomato sauce. In the original recipe, it had canned tomato, which was bad because it's processed. And for my flavoring, I used Chipotle sauce, which is actually very, very healthy. It has no grams of fat. So the roasted raspberry chipotle sauce by tablespoon has 80 calories, 0 grams of fat, 120 milligrams of sodium, 10 grams of carbohydrates, and no proteins, which I only use 1 tablespoon in this recipe. So I added the spinach, onions, and beef together while I let the lasagna cool down with the cheese. And in the end, this meal tasted very bland and horrible. The roasted chipotle sauce added some taste. It was actually really sweet. Compared to the original, it actually has very few grams of fat per serving and less calories, less sodium.